Y'all are in for a treat because now we have made it to the headline. When I say I first met this king when I went to Chicago, crowned poet of the evening, he goes by Hoodraised for none other than Hoodraised. Give it up, give it
up. Mother is the term that should come second only to God.
All right.
In the eyes and hearts of men and children. Love, honor, compassion, respect should come along as standard feelings, but love, or should I say the lack thereof, is the emotion that left this man shaking, still standing, and reeling. Recognizing that my mother's heart had to be as cold and as empty as abandoned buildings. So, Mama, what happened? Were you not born with those specific maternal instincts? Don't you know we depended on you to be the bond to hold this family together? We ended up being a group that disbanded like NSYNC. And you, as the lead rock star, literally, copping rocks from dudes in my class, and the backlash you being a direct result of some of my mama's painful memories, like my 8th grade award ceremony. When I was one of 3 students to receive a certificate from the president. Totally proud of what they had accomplished, so in celebration, I invited some of my best friends back to our residence. And we were in my room, kicking it and shooting the breeze till it was time for them to leave because it was getting late. And I opened up my bedroom door to a shock until you, holding one nostril with your face down into a plate and held this white substance to your face. I don't think you realize what your carelessness did to me, or recognize how cruel kids can be. Because never mind the nightmares I had that night. How about there was a note on my desk the next day reading, "Ha ha, hood, your whole family hypes." And Mama, you know that ain't right. And because of that rambunctious display, I almost cried, but thanks to my daddy, even at 13, I was filled with pride. So, Mama, what happened? What about the time I was 12 years old, and my cousin's 27-year-old baby mama was having sex with me? So I came to you confused and crying. And what you do? Looked me dead in my eyes, laughed at me, told me, "Boy, you lying." And it wasn't until she got busted molesting another one of my cousins that you paid attention to what it is that I had to say. By then, it was too late. It was 3.5 years later. I was 15 years old with a baby on the way. Even in my relationships, Mama. Don't you know the love that I was missing from you? I was seeking from other women when I was meeting them. But since I didn't know how to recognize real love, I didn't know how to reciprocate real love, so in the end, I ended up mistreating them. What about the time it was time for you to get your system clean? Because you was ready. A sword appeared. We went through the whole rehab process, along with my prayers and my cheers, against my better judgment and my fears. I let you come stay with me, then 2 weeks later, you and my rent money mysteriously disappeared.
Wow.
And I know it's against good Christian laws to have ill will in your heart towards someone that you harm. And the good book says to always honor their mother and their father, but in my mind, these basic principles always seem to stand out. Because, Mama, you burned me one too many times, so how many times must a man get his hand burned before he realizes he can't stick his hand out? Your actions affect me now, Ma, after 30 plus years. I'll be at these sets and hear these boys tell stories about them and they super mom and they make me jealous of my poetry fears. I would hear things like, "Yeah, my mama did," or "my mama does," or "my mama is," or "my mama was," and the harsh reality is the more I tried to love my mama, the harder my mama's actions shoved. And you should never want your child to live through some of the things that I've lived through. And the hardest thing is you need to see to be sorry. If you did, then maybe I can forgive you. But Daddy, my daddy, he did the right things. He was always an intricate part of my life after he went through his own trials, tribulations, and his man tests. He taught me how to cook, clean, wash, sew, have integrity. He said, everything you do, just do it your best. But if you're ready to get your act together, I'm going to still open my arms and welcome you back gladly. But if you continue to hurt me, your grandkids, and yourself, I'm going to keep celebrating Mother's Day with my daddy. Mama, what happened?
Wow.